Look at that I got. I just spent the past 20 odd or so minutes trying to piece this back together from memory alone, and I have the instruction book somewhere. There's 2 of them for this big thing, and currently I think they're inside my ottoman, but I don't really know for sure because I've been too busy moving stuff around and packing to go back home again. I'm planning to move out again. I think we're looking at March, something around that time frame. And I've been telling my grandma for years, because this is where it was stored. It was in her covered in her bedroom, that I want to get my spaceship back. And of course, everyone remembers that iconic scene from Star Wars Episode 1 when this exact ship's pulling to the space station, right up until it gets blown up. And as you can see, it's not really all there. And there's the strange looking cockpit of it. I don't really know how this goes on. Of course, there's another part that goes here that I assume is meant to slide on here. And where is it? This thing. Come on. It was meant to go on like that. And this thing was that weird spherical front part of it. So that was meant to slide between the gap in this, and that was meant to sit under the bridge like that. And I remember it had a... This came with Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a pilot and a co-pilot who I think was just a little boy at the time. And that was pretty much all the action figures you got with this, but even still, I can't remember how this goes together. I just know these things have complicated parts, and it wasn't exactly me who built this. I don't know how old I was when I got it, but I've had it for 10 plus years, something like that. My dad and brother actually built this for me, because I had a tendency to lose everything, because I'm stupid. But anyway, look, it's it's missing the feet, as you can tell. And I just put this back together, all these engine thrusters, I put them all back on. And as you can see, they weigh quite a bit because it pulled the entire thing down. And you've got this weird comms thing that's got a little spinner on the bottom of it. We can do it all day long. And I'm still missing a lot of parts, and the problem is, if you're like me, you'll get something like this, and as young as you are, you don't keep it in one piece. One way or the other, you destroy it. And if you are like me as well, you like to reenact the scene where the shit blows up, i.e. this, scattered everywhere. And I've just got this toolbox today, so I thought it'd be handy to put this stuff in. There we go. And some of the other parts to this thing, they're upstairs in a loft at home with all my other Lego pieces. And I am just dreading sifting through it all because I know it's going to be hell. And look at this. This part lifts out. And, well, these things are a pain to actually move. You're meant to be able to move these guns, and I can't really do that. Apart from this side I can. It's got a little roller. And there's one comms tree there. There's meant to be another comms screen here, or a control panel. I know where it is because I've put it on a different thing that I custom built. As you do. And I can't really remember if anything else was in here because it was that long ago. Just slap that back on. And the only thing I do remember, this thing here. I know where it is as well, again. It was meant to have some kind of small space glider thing on it. Put this back. Now you don't really know where it's gone. Because, as I say, some parts are missing. So I've got to look for all these spare parts to rebuild this again. It's going to be an absolute nightmare. Oh, I hate this phone. But once it's done, I ain't really sure if I'm going to keep this or not. I was going to sell it, I was hoping to anyway, because, well, I don't need it. If I can find all the parts, if anyone's willing to buy it from me, put it in their collection, I don't mind, because I know it's going to go to a good home. Because as you can tell, look at that. That's how it should look, clean and pristine. Then you got this. It's just been stuffed in the back of a cupboard in pieces for, excuse me, about a decade. And I don't even know the name of it. I can't even find anything about it online. I don't know what the ship's called. I don't know anything much about it, actually. But it's just a shame seeing it in this state. So if you remember this ship, keep an eye out for it. Might find its way on eBay pretty soon, if I can find the parts.